Sup people, it's the one, and today we're doing a highly requested video about team building and all the important things to consider. Let's get it.
Welcome to the pinnacle of Gacha gaming on YouTube.
So the Wuthering Waves combat system will revolve around players making a team of 3 different resonators. One will be on the field constantly, while the other 2 can be switched out on the battlefield or can be used as backup firepower by using their special abilities. So next we'll talk about Resonator Roles. So with Wuthering Waves allowing 3 different resonators to be in a team, it's important to have a diverse team of resonators that can perform different functions to ensure that you're able to overcome any enemies you're faced with. So all the resonators can be categorized into 3 roles that will fit a team. The first role is DPS / damage dealer, and these resonators are your best on-field damage dealing units, as they focus heavily on combos and using their skills and ultimates to deal lots of damage. And you'll want these characters to be on field as much as possible to maximize your overall total damage output against enemies. Your second role is Elemental Enabler / damage support, and these resonators have special skills that can be used to initiate special element reactions with the main damage dealer to help boost the entire team's damage output. And these resonators can also fill the role of a sub DPS with their skills and abilities that focus on buffing the entire team and dealing damage to enemies. And third, your role is Sustain / healing support. And to keep it simple, these resonators focus on increasing their team's defense and healing the team. It's also important to recognize that some units can fit multiple roles. So next, while you're attacking enemies with your on-field resonator for a period of time, you'll be able to see the portrait of other members in the party fluctuate with a white wavelength symbol. And this is a sign that players can activate special skills known as Concerto Skills. And when this attack occurs, you'll be able to take advantage of another special factor in combat, the Concerto Effects. And these effects trigger based on the elements of the initial on-field resonator and the switched in resonator element, allowing you to gain benefits or debuff the enemy based on the elements that were used in the combo. So on screen right now I'll have a chart of the elements and Concerto Effects. So pretty much the first effect is called Ensemble, and it's pretty much when you have 2 different elements, Aero, Electro, Fusion and Glacio. So 2 different elements from that batch, and the effect is you increase the on-field resonator skill damage by 40% for 12 seconds. Then next you have Duet, which is if you have a Spectra element and a Havoc element, the effect you get is an increased damage of all Concerto elements by 20% for 12 seconds. Next you have Sustenance, and that's when you have a Spectra and an Aero, Electro, Fusion or a Glacio unit. And the effect of this is you generate a stagnant field on the battlefield and generate 10 Concerto energy to all resonators on the field. Next is Legato, and this is when you have a Havoc and either 1 Aero, Electro, Fusion or Glacio units. And this effect is you increase the on-field resonator skill damage by 20% for 5 seconds. And this effect will be reserved if the on-field resonator switched out will have its effect increased by an additional 20% when the resonator takes the field again. And then finally, Unison. I believe that's how you say it. It's when you have 2 of the same element. And the effect of this is when triggered, you deal elemental damage to enemies based on the Concerto elements. So due to this set of elemental reactions and abilities, it is highly recommended that you have at least 2 resonators of different elements in your team to maximize the elemental reaction trigger and take advantage of the Concerto Effects once you switch between characters. So now that we've gone over the nuances regarding team building, we'll talk about some formations that you guys can try for your teams. So the first team recommendation consists of 1 DPS character, 1 damage support resonator and 1 sustain resonator. all with different elements, and this pretty much ensures that your team can have both offensive and defensive capabilities, allowing them to, you know, dish out damage against the enemy and survive against bosses and tougher enemies. So it's very, very balanced in my opinion. And also, by having 3 resonators with different elements, you'll be able to take advantage of the myriad of powerful Concerto Effects. The second team recommendation consists of 2 DPS characters and 1 damage support resonator. So this is pretty much all out damage, with 2 DPS resonators having different elements. You know, you're going to be able to primarily focus on the damage, like I said, and sacrifice survivability to make room for more damage. So this pretty much allows for faster clear times against challenges, but like I said, you are sacrificing you know, survivability. Another team recommendation is 3 resonators of the same element, so basically a mono team, preferably 2 DPS characters and 1 damage support resonator. And this team pretty much revolves around massively increasing the potential output of one single element to massively boost the damage against enemies that are weak to that specific element. So yeah, that's pretty much the team building guide. Hopefully I've gone over everything. I made sure to go over all the nuances at the start of the video so you guys, you know, consider everything when building teams. So hopefully this video helped you out in regards to preparation for Wuthering Waves, and, you know, giving you the knowledge so you can have a head start against other players. If you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Helps me out massively and shows me you enjoy these Wuthering Waves videos. Lots and lots and lots of research go into all of them, so any support is appreciated. Let me know in the comments any other videos you guys want to see, and be sure to work on it to help you guys prepare for the launch for May 22nd. So yeah, take care and peace, guys.
This is Escanor, the Lion Sin of Pride from 7 Deadly Sins. Thank you for watching the pinnacle of Gacha gaming on YouTube, The One.